stand together for ending this war. Even Russia will have to obey. And if some of you act while others delay, the war goes on. Ukraine wants peace more than anyone in the world. The front is on our land, and we mourn our people, and we try to save our cities and to save our small villages. Russia ignores its dead, blind to its own losses. But one day it will see and it will hear, and it will happen when it sees your actions, when it hears your united call for peace. That is my appeal to you today. Be the force that act together. Please, united lest to stop Russia's war. And we know how to guarantee security. What we need now is a strong push to force Russia toward peace. Thank you. Slava Ukraini.
I thank His Excellency Mr. Zelenskyy for his briefing. I shall now make a statement in my capacity as Minister for Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Korea. Once again, I thank the Secretary General for his insightful briefing. I welcome the presence of President Zelenskyy in this meeting, and I also appreciate the participation of other countries in this important discussion. More than 3 years have passed since Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. The drone incident along Poland's eastern frontier 2 weeks ago is a reminder that the battlefield may no longer be confined to Ukraine, posing a threat to the peace and security of neighboring states. This conflict has had grave consequences. Indiscriminate attacks on civilians and civilian infrastructure continue in clear violation of international humanitarian law. The humanitarian situation remains severe, with millions of Ukrainians displaced, communities disrupted, and essential services under constant threat. These attacks must end. The Republic of Korea reaffirms its unwavering commitment to respect for internationally recognized borders, and in particular to upholding the sovereignty, independence, and territorial integrity of Ukraine. We also, once again, call for the full, immediate, and unconditional cessation of hostilities. This is essential to prevent further civilian casualties and to create the conditions for dialogue and negotiations. Peace, together with recovery and reconstruction, is essential to alleviating the suffering of Ukrainian civilians. Korea has supported Ukraine in areas such as energy, infrastructure, healthcare, and education, and will continue to consider further measures. Korea also acknowledges the initiatives of the international community, including the adoption of resolutions in both the General Assembly and the Security Council last February, which implore a swift end of the war. Taking note of the ongoing discussions among the US, Russia, and Ukraine and European partners, we hope these efforts will contribute to the realization of a peaceful settlement. Excellencies, we remain gravely concerned about military cooperation between the DPRK and Russia, including transfers of ballistic missiles and arms, as well as troop deployments. These actions constitute clear violations of the UN Charter and of relevant Security Council resolutions unanimously adopted by this body. Such cooperation undermines the global non-proliferation regime, prolongs the conflict in Ukraine, and raises serious security concerns on the Korean Peninsula. The DPRK's involvement demonstrates that this war is not an issue for Europe alone. Its repercussions reach other regions, including Northeast Asia, underscoring the fact that this conflict threatens international peace and security as a whole. We urge both Russia and the DPRK to immediately cease all activities that violate relevant Security Council resolutions. Excellencies, the Security Council carries the primary responsibility for the maintenance of international peace and security. All members must uphold the credibility of this body by ensuring that violations of international law are not ignored. The international community cannot allow aggression to be legitimized or rewarded. Korea will continue to support international efforts aimed at achieving a just and sustainable peace in Ukraine. Such peace must be based on the principles of the UN Charter, including respect for sovereignty, independence, and territorial integrity. Only peace founded on these principles will ensure stability for Ukraine and reinforce the rules-based international order that benefits all member states. We will remain actively engaged with partners in pursuit of this goal for the sake of the people of Ukraine. I now resume my functions as President of the Council. I now give the floor to Her Excellency, Ms. Tanya Fajon, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Slovenia.
Mr. President, Mr. Secretary General, allow me to take this opportunity to thank you for your words today and for your personal engagement on this matter over the past years. Ministers, dear colleagues, I sit here with you today exactly 1 year after I